to the FCS Football channel, and today we are live for the big one. It is Manchester United versus Manchester City in the FA Cup final. It doesn't get much bigger than this, does it? A Manchester derby in an FA Cup final. Now, team news for both sides. So, for Manchester United today, it is David De Gea in goal. That comes as no surprise. The back four is when it gets a little bit interesting. I mean, it's the same back four we've played for the last few games. Obviously, there was a lot of debate as to whether we would see Luke Shaw or Victor Lindelof as a centre-back. We kind of knew it would be one of those two alongside Varane. There was no real debate whether Harry Maguire would be starting or not. We knew he wouldn't. So it was Lindelof or Shaw as that left centre-back. We have gone with Victor Lindelof. Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Rafael Varane are the two other centre-back, two defenders making up the back four. So it is Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Lindelof and Luke Shaw. Casemiro and Fred starting the midfield double pivot. But that doesn't mean Eriksen doesn't feature today, as he has been selected at number 10. Behind Marcus Rashford, with Jadon Sancho and Bruno Fernandes at right wing. So, it's a bit interesting, this, for me. I find it interesting that we've gone with Bruno on the right and Sancho on the left. Now, theoretically, it could be Rashford off the left, Sancho off the right, and either Bruno Fernandes or Christian Eriksen as a false nine. Obviously, you think back to opening day of the season, we did play Christian Eriksen in that false nine position. Haven't done it since, and I don't imagine we're going to do that today. I think it will be Rashford up top. I think it will be Jadon Sancho on the left, which of course means Bruno Fernandes will play off the right. In a position I'm not too keen on him playing. Now, in a lot of games this season, we have used Bruno Fernandes off of the right-hand side in order to try and get in more ball winners in the likes of Fred. Often as well, we also see when we're defending games, if we go to our back five maybe, or we're just trying to rotate players, Bruno Fernandes often moves out to the right wing. Again, this is something we've done a lot this season and something I've always kind of complained about. I don't think Bruno Fernandes is that effective on the right wing. Certainly, he's not as effective as he is when he's playing centrally. So I don't like to see him playing off the right. I want to see him down the middle. I want to see him behind Marcus Rashford, behind whoever the striker is. Obviously today is Marcus Rashford. Because I think that's where he's most dangerous, where he is most efficient. And that's where he does his best stuff. Trying to make sure the stream is working. Yeah, it's fine. All sorted. Hello, Nico. How are we, mate? You're going 2-1 United in extra time. I've actually also gone for 2-1 United. I think we'll do it in the 90, though. That is also, I have to say, that is me being very optimistic. Long time no see. I was going to say the same thing. What? I mean, Everton stayed up. How did you find it? What did you make of the end of the season? Must have been a bit nervy, but you got it over the line in the end. So, good. That's what I like to hear, mate. That's what I like to hear. Where is it? There we go. So this is the Manchester City team. So they have gone for their 3-2-4-1. So it's Stefan Ortega in goal. He has played in all the FA Cup games this season for Manchester City. So it's not a surprise to see him in goal, as well as the fact that Pep Guardiola did tell the media in his press conference that Ortega would start in the final. So I do respect that a lot from from Pep Guardiola, sticking with the man who's played throughout the competition despite having the better goalkeeper, or a better goalkeeper on the bench in Ederson. The back three in possession. So this is obviously in possession. Out of possession, John Stones just slot into a right back, into a centre back, position. But on possession, you have Kyle Walker, you have Ruben Diaz, and Akanji as a back three, with John Stones and Rodri as a midfield double pivot. You then have Jack Grealish playing off of the left, Bernardo Silva playing off the right, with De Bruyne and Ilkay Gundogan playing as the two number 10s, two attacking midfielders, kind of in those half spaces. With then, of course, the machine, the monster, the man that is so inevitable, Erling Haaland, through the centre there to score the goals. Haven't been here for a few months. Yeah, I know. Where have you been, mate? Just busy, I assume. It's a strong Manchester City lineup, but that's what you expect. Erik ten Hag's wearing a shirt and tie. Watching football, fair enough. Who do you think? Oh, so obviously you've said United will win today. Are you backing Man City in the Champions League final though? We want Tammy Abraham. Everton are not getting Tammy Abraham. I can tell you that for free. You're not getting him. Now, shall we talk routes to the final? 4-0 City against Inter. I wouldn't be surprised. And that's what, look, actually, before we get to the route to the final, that right there is exactly why this game is so important to Manchester United. It's been spoken about a lot. The treble. Manchester United is in 99. Man City could get one this year. They've won the Premier League already because Arsenal, they bottled it really, didn't they? And we will be doing the watch along for the Inter Milan Manchester City Champions League final. But I can't say I'm optimistic. I do think Inter Milan will win that game. Which means if we want to stop Manchester City winning the treble, equaling our record achievement, we have to win today. And it's going to be difficult to beat them. But we've done it before. There's no reason why we can't beat them. That treble is something that only Manchester United have ever done. It's a staple in Manchester United's history. You talk about Manchester United's record achievements, the big things this club has done. That treble is very much up there. We have the opportunity to stop Manchester City, not only equaling it, in some people's eyes, bettering it. That is an opportunity, that a big enough opportunity as it is, to make these Manchester United players that are playing today, give them a kick up the arse and say, look, you're playing for your futures here. You're playing to stop the grand achievement of that 99 treble winning side being matched or even overtaken by this Manchester City team. That should be enough motivation for these players to play well and get a result today. Let alone the fact that this is an FA Cup final. There is no excuses for poor performances, for lack of effort, lack of motivation, because there's enough there. And if you can't step up for a game of this magnitude, you don't deserve to wear the Manchester United shirt, I'm afraid. Now, on the routes to the final. Kickoff is in about 20 minutes, guys. So if you are enjoying the stream and the build up to the game, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated and helps grow the channel and the community. So the routes to the final. So Manchester City, the home side today, their route to the final was thus. So in their first game of the competition, they played Chelsea in the third round, winning 4-0. Mahrez scoring twice, 23rd and 85th minute, including a penalty. Julian Alvarez scored in the 30th minute. That was also a penalty. And Phil Foden also scored 38th minute. So when Mahrez the first, Alvarez penalty second, Foden penalty, Foden third, Mahrez penalty for the fourth goal. In the fourth round, they took on Arsenal in what was a very competitive game and very edgy game. It could have really went either side. Both teams had great opportunities. But in the end, it was a Nathan Ake 64th minute goal that were the difference between the two sides. It was a very, very nice finish inside the box. Just curls it into that far corner. It was a very good finish by Nathan Ake. An assured finish. A finish you'd see from a striker, not a centre-back turned left-back. In the fifth round, they saw Bristol City and they kind of blew them away fairly easily, winning 3-0. Phil Foden scoring in the 7th and 74th minute before Kevin De Bruyne finished the scoring in the 81st. Manchester City then took on Vincent Kompany's Burnley at the Etihad, winning 6-0. Erling Haaland scoring a hat-trick in the 32nd, 35th and 59th minute. Julian Alvarez scored in the 62nd to make it 4. Cole Palmer scored in the 68th to make it 5-0 before Julian Alvarez scored in the 73rd to make it 6 and to see out the tie. Finally, in the semi-final, they played Sheffield United. So they had a tough start to their run with Chelsea and Arsenal. And then championship sides all round with Bristol City, Burnley, and then final Sheffield United, who they won 3-0 against. Riyad Mahrez scoring a hat-trick. 43rd minute penalty just before half-time after a silly foul from a Sheffield United player. I can't quite remember his name. Mahrez then scored in the 63rd and 68th minute to secure a final spot for Manchester City. When it comes to Manchester United's route to the final, it's a little bit more interesting and a little bit more difficult. We need a new striker. We signed. I can't believe Everton didn't sign Conor Cody on a permanent deal. I have to say it. I really just do not understand how you let a player like Conor Cody, he's been so important to you, a real leader as well. So not just a fantastic player, but an actual leader, leave when you could have got him for 5 million. It's bizarre to me. I can't get my head around why you've not signed him. Even if you're not going to use him much next season. For 5 million, or not even, it's something like 5 million, I think that is the most obvious transfer you do. The fact you haven't is bizarre to me. Just saying there's a new Champions League format. I'm aware of the new Champions League format, and I'm not sure what I really feel about it. I'm not a big fan. I would have kept it how it is, personally. But we move, don't we? So Manchester United's route to the final. So in our first game, we took on Everton in the third round. We won 3-1. Anthony scored in the 4th minute before Conor Cody capitalised on a Manchester United, a David De Gea mistake when the ball went through his legs and Conor Cody tapped in on the line to equalise at 1-0. Conor Cody then made up for scoring against Manchester United Conor Cody then made up for scoring against Manchester United by scoring for them, scoring an own goal in the 52nd minute to make the score 2-1. And in the 95th minute, Fred scored to make it 3-1. Sorry, not Fred. Rashford scored in the 97th minute, a penalty to make it 3-1. In the fourth round, we then took on Paul Ince. Yeah, Paul Ince. Paul Ince's Reading side, which we also beat 3-1. Casemiro opened the scoring in the 54th minute with that incredible long shot to give Manchester United a 1-0 lead. 4 minutes later, Casemiro got a second of the day and a second to his name, scoring from a corner. A lovely header to make it 2-0, sorry. And Fred scored in the 66th minute to make it 3-0. A consolation goal was scored by Mbwenga in the 72nd minute for Reading to make it 3-1, but the game was done. Another 3-1 victory, this time against West Ham. Saeed Benrahma gave West Ham the lead in the 54th minute before Agar, the Moroccan international, scored an own goal in the 77th minute to level the scoring for Manchester United. Just before the final whistle went, Alejandro Garnacho scored in the 90th to give Manchester United a 2-1 lead and to win Manchester United the game. However, that didn't stop Fred in the 95th minute from scoring to give Manchester United a 3-1 win. Now, quarter-final, Fulham. Big game. Who wins? Manchester United. What was the score? It was another 3-1. So, Alexander Mitrovic scored in the 50th minute. Gave Manchester United the lead, Fulham the lead despite a historic performance from David De Gea up until that point, making save after save after save, really keeping United in the game. Then, a moment of madness from Fulham. From a counter-attack from a Fulham corner, Jadon Sancho rounds Bernd Leno, shoots to the front post. Willian handballs it, gives away a penalty. He receives a red card for said handball. In the aftermath of the VAR check, Alexander Mitrovic and Marco Silva were both also sent off for Mitrovic for grabbing the ref and pulling him, while Marco Silva was for dissent. Bruno Fernandes scored that penalty in the 75th minute to open Manchester United's account for the day. 2 minutes later, Marcel Sabitzer scored a wonderful flick at the front post to give United a 2-1 lead. In the 96th minute, Bruno Fernandes finished and killed the game off with a final goal, making it 3-1 and taking us to the semi-final, where we faced Brighton and Robert De Zerbi in a game which was very close. Both teams had chances. However, it was Brighton that had the better of the chances. Didn't take them. Went to penalties, and a Solly March miss was followed up by a Victor Lindelof dagger into the top corner in the penalty shootout, which sees us here in the final. And Sam, I do not like that. That is not the optimism we need here. Although I can't blame you for that. Man City are good, didn't they? You haven't really spoke about Man City much. I mean, look at that team. It's good, isn't it? There's not many weaknesses. And that's a big issue for me. Where I think United will be strongest, and I think this is where Erik ten Hag's maybe made a mistake. I know you're not taking the piss. Because, like I say, 4-1, very much could happen. Man City can tear teams apart. Where I think Erik ten Hag has made a mistake today is on the flanks. Now, at the start, up until the 60th minute, maybe this is what we plan to do. Probably like that. Something like that. So it's all man back, defend, and then get the ball to Bruno, get it to Lindelof, and hit that long diagonal over to Rashford and hope he can beat him in the back. And if that's how Manchester United look to play for the first half, 60 minutes or whatever, I get the lineup. However, for me, the big issue with Manchester City's system is the flanks. In transition, if you can get the ball quickly from back to front before John Stones has a chance to drop into centre-back, before Walker and Akanji can become those full-backs, the gaps on the wings are there to be exposed. And you saw in Manchester United's second game, or at Old Trafford, when we beat them 2-1, That's how our goals came. From the first one, it starts on the right. Ball gets played through to Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford. They score. Yes, it was offside, but that's where the goal comes from. Second goal, Alejandro Garnacho, counter-attack, gets the cross in, Rashford taps home. That is where Man City are weakest. And if you look at Manchester United's team today, well, from the start, Sancho and Bruno Fernandes on the wings, they're not quick. Especially Sancho up against Kyle Walker. That is a mismatch for pace. So counter-attack, but on those flanks, isn't really going to be on in this first half. We might have a bit of controlled possession and try and score in the first half. But I don't see counter-attack unless it is Marcus Rashford pulling wide into those gaps and Bruno Fernandes hitting the diagonal. I actually would have considered playing Elanga in this game solely for that pace, because I think Jadon Sancho will really struggle today, because Jadon Sancho is best when he's getting the ball to feet, when he's got time, when he's got people making runs around him, and that is not what this game is today. This game is about getting the ball to that front line and running at Manchester City. That is not Jadon Sancho's game, especially up against Kyle Walker. Best overall team Prem has seen, just beating Madrid 4-0 at home. Can't see anything other than a 3-goal win. I would argue still that this isn't the best Man City team we've ever seen. I would argue still the Centurions are a better Man City team than this. I am worried. I am worried though. On it, like, what can you do? Ideally, Martial would be fit. Ideally, Martial would be fit. And I'm not saying Elanga is this brilliant player, but purely for the fact he's going to run, and that's about it. He's going to run and he's quick. That is what that's what the plan is, isn't it? Really, at this point, I think Stein Eriksen's weird. I really do. I get Fred. I get Casemiro. I think that's the right midfield too. Stein Eriksen is weird. Is he able to play at this level? At this intensity? I would argue probably not. Again, start Elanga. Where is Elanga? Like I said, ideally, you'd have Martial fit. Martial would go up top. You have a Rashford on the left. And if you play Sancho off to the right, Bruno at 10. Don't take the piss out of Elanga, man. Right. The trophy's coming out. The trophy, is it going to be red or is it going to be blue? Last FA Cup final Manchester United were in, we lost it to Chelsea. We can't lose a second. When was the last time Man City lost in a final? I imagine it must be the Champions League final. Come on then. Oh, Ruben Diaz and Bruno Fernandes are shaking hands and stuff. Go on then. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That'd be greatly appreciated. Please do share the stream. That would be greatly appreciated. Come on then. So again, just to go through the lineups for both sides once again. So for Manchester United, it is David De Gea in goal. It is a back four of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Rafael Varane, Victor Lindelof and Luke Shaw. Casemiro and Fred make up a midfield double pivot with Jadon Sancho off the left, Bruno Fernandes off the right, Christian Eriksen behind Marcus Rashford. For Manchester City, it is Stefan Ortega, Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz and Akanji in a back three. John Stones and Rodri in a midfield double pivot with Jack Grealish off the left, Ilkay Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne in the two half spaces behind Erling Haaland, with Bernardo Silva playing off of the right. Now, of course, this 3-2-4-1 will become a 4-3-3 when defending, with John Stones dropping into that right centre-back role, Kyle Walker moving out to right back and Akanji at left back. I am shitting it. I am absolutely shitting it. I've been alright most of the day. Most of the week, in the build-up, I've been fine. However, I am shitting it now. Why is Prince William's shaking hands with the Man City players? Not the time for it, For it, Willie. I don't get nervous, but I'm starting to get a little bit weak. Right, they are taking the piss now, aren't they? For those of you who don't know, former Ajax defender and former former Erik ten Hag player Jurrien Timber is in attendance today. Obviously, there's strong rumours that Manchester United wanted to sign Timber in the summer, or last summer, and there's rumours that we're going to go in for him once again this summer. Whether or not his attendance today speaks volumes to those rumours, I'll leave up to your imagination. We're not doing the national anthem, are we? Prediction. Obviously, please do get your predictions into the live chat if you haven't already. I've gone for 2-1 United. Very optimistic, that, I have to say. Very optimistic. Nico has gone 2-1 United in extra time. And Sam has gone 4-1 City. Not like what we want to hear, is it? It's not what we want to hear. And we have got the national anthem being sung. I'm not going to sing it. Come on then. No, he's taking his tie off. Why has he done that? What's the point? Marcus Rashford on Man City winning the treble. You have to remember I am a fan as well. I have to put the emotions aside or I'll probably get sent off. So Marcus Rashford knows what it means. How much this means. How much this treble means. And it's down to him and the rest of these players out there today to stop it happening. To defend Manchester United's historic treble. I tell you what, it's annoying that this game is being played now. Because F1 qualifying has just begun. And I would have quite liked to be able to watch that as well. Come on then. Come on then, United. So they shake hands. Yeah, mom. The Gundogan gets us kicked off here. Ball goes long from Edison. Haaland wins the first ball. Lindelof heads it clear. Gundogan! Fuck off. Fuck off! 16 seconds is all it's taken and City are winning. 16 seconds! Are you taking the piss? Ilkay Gundogan has pulled that out of his arse. And Man City already have a lead. Oh no! Oh no, no, no! Ortega's gone long. Haaland wins the first ball. Lindelof second. And Ilkay Gundogan on the volley into the top corner. Are you taking the piss? Are you taking the piss? 16 seconds. 16 seconds. Are you having a giggle? That's not how you start this game. That's not how you start this game, man. Oh, you're taking the piss. You can't start a game like that. You can't. That is disgraceful. That is disgraceful. I prefer not to speak. I prefer not to speak. You would have hoped we could have at least lasted 10 seconds. 10 minutes. Now it's some time now, isn't it? It's some time now. Brilliant. I'm even getting my brother's just texted me saying, good start. Brilliant. Cheers, lad. Fuck off, Erling. I've already had enough. I've had enough already. Red flag in the F1 qualifying. Anyone get a Langer on? Exactly. Red flag already in F1 qualifying, by the way, for those who care. Bloody hell, it's going to be a long one. It's going to be a long one, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back and relax. Because it's not going to be an enjoyable ride. Jesus. To be fair to Gundogan, it's some hit. It's some hit. And that's all I want to say on the matter. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That'd be greatly appreciated. And please share the stream. Share the pain. Side netting. Bloody hell, I thought Rodri just made it too. Oh no. It was a De Bruyne free kick. Edge of the box. Rodri won the head at the front post. I tell you what, everybody at F1 is slipping and sliding. Alex Albon's is in the fucking in the mud. He's in the gravel trap. God, I'm fully aware. I came into it with a little bit of hope, and it's not gone well. Here's the goal again. It's a great long ball from Ortega. Lindelof won the first header, and there's just nothing you can do about that. From Ilkay Gundogan, it's a moment of absolute magic. What can you do when someone hits a ball like that? You can only sit and watch and admire it. No chance for De Gea. No chance for anyone, really. And here he is, the goal scorer, Ilkay Gundogan, pulling the strings. Finds De Bruyne. First time into Kyle Walker. Back to De Bruyne. Please leave us alone. John Simone in the box. He's made a great run. De Bruyne gets the cross in. Lindelof heads clear. Is that not handball? No. Fred's going searching. Rodri goes back to Diaz. It's sad times here. Back to the F1. Enjoy your bumming. Thanks, Charlie. Thank you. Man City, look. It's not the end of the world. Grealish shoots wide. I think it might take a deflection off of someone. No, looks like no. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Because we knew largely this would happen. We knew largely Man City would dominate the game. The only thing we were looking out for, we were looking to defend, hit on the counter-attack. That plan is still there. We just can't concede another now. I had 2-1. I predicted we'd concede. But I hoped it would come a little bit later than 16 seconds. David Beckham looks fed up already. He knows what this means. He was part of that treble winning team. And right now he's seeing his treble being diminished by the noisy neighbours. Fergie can't believe what he's seen. He's next to... Why is the Glazer... Fuck off, Avram. Why is Avram Glazer here? Everything's just pissing me off now. Lindelof goes back into David De Gea. David De Gea goes long, looking for Marcus Rashford, and he's running behind. And that, look, I mean, that, for me, that's the difference between Ortega and David De Gea. Between an elite ball-playing goalkeeper and David De Gea. David De Gea's long ball goes straight to Ortega. Ortega's long ball straight onto Erling Haaland's head. And Ortega was brought, and look, getting involved with play, helping Manchester City play their way out. When has De Gea ever done that? And look, I like David De Gea. I think he's been a great servant. I'm not one of these United fans that now we need to move De Gea on. He's going to start kind of destroy his legacy at Manchester United and what he's done for us, because he has been one of our most important players over the last decade. However, he does need moving on, and you can see why through that goal. And then just the opening 8 minutes here. Ortega's getting involved in play. He's helping Man City work numerical advantages to try and break Manchester United's press. And if he's not doing that, he's playing a cross-field pass right to Erling Haaland's head, which is leading to a goal. David De Gea simply can't do that. And that's why Diego Costa is a must for me this summer. Erik ten Hag's already shaking his head, talking to the officials. Diaz will take this free kick just inside Man City's box. And look, there you go. Ortega again, becoming a centre-back. Ruben Diaz. Back to Ortega. Goes across to Ruben Diaz. Now to Akanji. Man City will come down this left-hand side. Akanji cuts back and crossfield all the way back into Kyle Walker at centre-half. And again, they'll look to rebuild. And the thing is with Man City now, they have no reason why they have to overcommit. They can just play it simple. They know, look, they've been in this position before at Old Trafford, and Manchester United mounted the comeback and ended up winning the game. They've got that experience now, where they know, well, this is Man City. They have the experience of playing in all sorts of games, don't they? But they know what Manchester United are going to try and do. And they know they're not just, all they have to do is not overcommit. Don't do anything silly. Play. Obviously, they're going to take risks because they're Man City and they want to batter teams 3 or 4-0. But they know, look, we don't need to overcommit. We can take calculated risks. We don't have to try anything stupid. And the game will open up. The game will open up when eventually Manchester United are in the, whatever minute it is, and they're chasing a goal. Cheers, Marcus. You could have at least attempted to get that ball from Akanji. But Ruben Diaz has it. Diaz is telling Rodri, get forward, lad. I don't need you here. As opening 10 minutes ago, it couldn't have been much worse, could it? Diaz goes back into Ortega. Cross to Akanji. Diaz. 1-2 with Rodri. Kyle Walker offers himself. Jadon Sancho presses well. It's just too easy for City. They're just so well drilled, aren't they? It's not fun. It's not fun. And look, this is what Arsenal this year have had to deal with. This is what Liverpool over the last 3 or 4 years have had to deal with. Just so much quality. They can just do everything. They can beat you in so many ways. They can destroy you. They can outpass you. They've got players that can just score worldies like Gundogan has today. Whatever way Man City need to beat you, they will. And that's why they're, as it stands, on track to go do the treble. Akanji's still down. There was contact from Casemiro. They've just cut to the crowd, and one Man United fan is singing, trying to get the crowd going, and everyone around him just looks miserable. And with a stern look on his face. I tell you what, Man City are yet to concede a goal in this FA Cup run. Hopefully, today will be the day that changes. Lindelof to Varane. Goes down the line. Looking for a run of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Akanji gets his body in the way. And does well. Sees out for a goal kick. Why do Man City have to be so good? Not only do they have... Stop showing me the goal! It's so good. Well, I mean, I don't know why. Why is De Gea taking a knee? Dive, lad. Dive, please. By the way, Gundogan's goal was the quickest in FA Cup history. Kyle Walker. Long ball forward. Looking for Haaland. Varane deals with it. Lindelof goes into Wan-Bissaka. De Gea. Lovely ball to Bruno, who tries to flick, doesn't come off, but Eriksen has it now. Christian Eriksen looks for the ball out wide to Shaw, doesn't come off. Lindelof this time does get it out to Luke Shaw now, though. Into Eriksen, back to Varane, who goes back into David De Gea, and United will again look to rebuild from the back. I don't know what I prefer, because I don't have much faith when we've got the ball, but I definitely don't want Man City to have it. Marcus Rashford has it. Finds Jadon Sancho, edge of the box. Jadon Sancho finds Rashford inside the box. Just can't get the ball to sit up for him. Well, Casemiro does well. Finds Jadon Sancho, loses it. Can United win it back? Jadon Sancho chasing. Grealish does well. Finds Ilkay Gundogan. Casemiro with a strong challenge. No, sorry, Bruno Fernandes it was. It's out for a throw-in for Manchester City. In a good area, though, for United to try and trap him in. Kanji will take this throw-in. Might a ball in hand. Goes long down the line. Wan-Bissaka wins the first ball. Fred brings it down, but Rodri picks it up. Moves it out wide to Kyle Walker. It's just so mechanical, really. Like, it's so automated. They just know what to do at every opportunity. It's not even as if they have to think about it. They just know, just instantly. Oh, we've got the ball here. Kyle Walker's going to be out there. It's so good. They are so well drilled. They just have everything, this Manchester City side. And you can see, this is what 8 years of Pep Guardiola does. Fred gives away a free kick. I tell you what, really, right now, I would love to just be enjoying qualifying, F1 qualifying, but instead I'm having to watch Man City humiliate my football team. Erling Haaland finds Rodri. Rodri back into Ilkay Gundogan. Haaland's made a run into the box. Haaland just about reaches it, but it's easy into the hands of David De Gea. This bloke is too good. These guys are too good. De Gea. De Bruyne is given chase. De Gea has to go long. Kanji easily wins it. And Man City have it. Wan-Bissaka picks it up now, though. Man City throwing bodies at him, but he does well. Bruno Fernandes goes over the top, looking for Marcus Rashford. Kyle Walker, sorry, it's Jadon Sancho. And Kyle Walker's across really well to get there. And Man City will now look to try and play it out from the back. And they do so easily. Casemiro can't pick it up. Wan-Bissaka does now and wins a free kick. Well played, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's having a good game so far for me, Aaron. Lindelof. Across to Luke Shaw. He goes back into David De Gea. 17 minutes in. Manchester City won, obviously thanks to that early 16-second goal by Ilkay Gundogan, and David De Gea just kicks the ball straight to Ortega. Who's he looking for? The man has no accuracy, no passing range. And again, I go back to what I keep saying about Ortega. This guy got relegated from the Bundesliga and would be an upgrade on De Gea. He can pass, he can play. He's happy to have the ball at his feet. He's so composed. He'll pick out Walker here probably. No, he goes to Diaz. He'll come and join in as the third centre back, in possession, when John Stones moves into midfield. honestly, you put David, you asked De Gea to do the same. I don't know what you'd even see. You'd be like putting Bruno Fernandes at centre back. He just boots it. He doesn't know where he's kicking it to. And in a game like this, you need your goalkeeper to be able to be cool and calm and collected on the ball. And he's just not, unfortunately. Ortega looks for Haaland, finds Erling Haaland. Varane fouls Erling Haaland, free kick. Just inside the Manchester City's half, 20 minutes in. Still 1-0. Does anyone actually want to see Man City win this game? I reckon even Liverpool fans want United to win this. Walker. Diaz just walks it forward. They'll go long to nobody. It's out. De Gea just about keeps it on. I'm not even sure what I'd rather, a goal kick. Because at least then when he boots it long and gives it away, I have less of a blame on him. De Gea's just walking it forward to the edge of his box. As if he's about to make some sort of long ball, some ping. I bet this goes to a City player. It goes to Rodri. Rodri has it. Haaland now. Here we go. Haaland turns away from Varane. Fires over the Manchester United bar. How did I predict it? It's so predictable. We cannot continue with David De Gea next season. We really can't. Say anything you want about his shot stopping ability, because I would agree he's a fantastic shot stopper, and he has made some important and crucial saves for us this season. However, the man cannot play from the back, and if you want to be an elite side, you have to be able to do that. You can win stuff by not being able to, and you can be a good, decent side. But if you want to be elite, you want to be competing with the Liverpools of yesteryear, or Manchester City, Barcelona's, Bayern Munich, so on and so forth. You cannot have a goalkeeper that treats the ball like it's a hot potato. That treats it like it's a bomb. And we'll go again. Look, unless he goes short, he'll give the ball away. He goes, it's a medium pass. And he made it, to be fair. Wan-Bissaka goes down into Jadon Sancho. Does well. Here is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Sorry, that was Marcus Rashford. I'm not even sure what system we're playing at this point. Casemiro's on the left wing. Sancho's down the middle. De Bruyne has it and turns. And Fred and Eriksen are now on the chase. De Bruyne is running away. De Bruyne still. Luke Shaw and Varane in the end do enough to win the ball. And United now will go forward. Wan-Bissaka goes down the line looking for Marcus Rashford. Rashford's opened those legs. Can he get there? He does well and wins a corner. What? He will. Are you taking the piss? That's the most blatant corner you're ever going to see. Rashford gets there, back heels it onto Diaz and it goes out. How is that not a corner? Oh. Not only are we playing against the best side, we're playing against the officials. Walker. Back to Diaz. Erling Haaland. Good tackle from Bruno and Lindelof has it. Moves it back into Varane. Eriksen. To Bruno Fernandes. Wan-Bissaka's made a good run on the right flank and he has it now. Looks to take on Akanji. Beats him first time but cuts back in and finds Bruno Fernandes. United trying to keep the ball a bit here. Casemiro finds Jadon Sancho. Rolls it into Christian Eriksen, who gets it out wide to Luke Shaw. Good play here from Manchester United. Goes to Fred. Fred to Jadon Sancho on the edge. To Bruno. Ericsson. Wan-Bissaka's out wide if we can find him. Ericsson does go out wide to Wan-Bissaka. He brings it down on his chest. Casemiro gets the crossing Rashford header. Doesn't get enough on it. Just kind of skims off him more than anything. Goal kick. It's a decent ball in from Casemiro. Don't really know why Rashford goes with his head. For me there, just bring it down in the box. And I think that's where Marcus Rashford struggles with his game. I think if you have Harry Kane there, if you have Martial, I mean, I'm not saying that those two are on the same level. Haaland, they don't try and flick that towards goal. They bring that down on his chest. De Gea's down. No, De Gea is down. We can't play an FA Cup final with Jack Butland in goal. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Stop showing us the goal. Honestly, please stop. If De Gea has to come off, we're screwed. Because at least with De Gea, you know, while he might treat the ball like it's a bomb, we know he can make some big important saves. Jack Butland, he's Crystal Palace's second choice. I tell you what, qualifying though, Hamilton top. That's what we like to see, ladies and gentlemen. Perez could be out. Charles Leclerc came 19th in qualifying. Here's a Kanji. Varane deals with it and clears it. Jack Butland's been sent to warm up. Or was sent to warm up. Please. Stones. Diaz. Kanji. There's Ilkay Gundogan. Jack Grealish. Man City moving it around well. Kyle Walker picks it up on the halfway line. Diaz. Oh, he's just allowing to walk into midfield far too easily there, Ruben Diaz. Here's Bernardo Silva now. Finds De Bruyne at edge of the box. Goes for goal! Just wide of De Gea's left post. And Pep's very happy with his side. But Hard can't be happy with his. It's far too easily Man City allowed to walk through our midfield, realistically. And it's not far wide, really. De Gea look to try and ping it out to Ericsson. He does find Ericsson, but Man City pick up and win the second ball. Good big win by Lindelof, and Bruno Fernandes has it. Lovely ball through to Marcus Rashford up against Diaz. Chance for a potential offside, but we'll play Wan-Bissaka to Marcus Rashford. Back to Casemiro. Turns out, finds Wan-Bissaka. Looks for Bruno Fernandes. Can't find it. Bruno Fernandes can't take it out. Bernardo Silva even. Here comes Bernardo. Looks for De Bruyne. Well intercepted by Varane. And United have it. Moves it into Bruno Fernandes. On this left-hand side. Finds Jadon Sancho. Back to Bruno. Tell you what, there is just no organisation in this front line. Bruno Fernandes is at number 10 now. Luke, who is where? Who was meant to be playing where? Bruno. Looks for the run of Wan-Bissaka on the right-hand side. Handball! That's got to be handball! VAR will check it. Or they should check it, because that's handball. Wan-Bissaka heads it back across and it hits Grealish's hand. Sorry, how is that not handball? That's a disgrace, man. That is a disgrace. I'm sure Twitter will have it somewhere. VAR! Hold on! VAR! Oh, come on then! Let's be having you. Oh, I'll tell you what, I've always been a big fan of VAR. Big VAR fan, me. Wan-Bissaka, he heads it across. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's got to be a penalty. Handball. It's penalty. Penalty to Manchester United. Come on. Come on. What more do you need to see? How many times do you need to see it? Hit his hand to give the penalty. He's giving the penalty. He's giving the penalty. Come on. It's in a completely unnatural position. Jack Grealish, shut your mouth. Come on then. Come on. Howard Webb's in the chat. In the stadium. Who's going to take it? Bruno Fernandes, by the looks of it. He's the one with the ball in his hand. Come on. Come on. Bruno Fernandes against Stefan Ortega. Right, come on then. Come on, Bruno. This man doesn't miss penalties. Stefan Ortega versus Bruno Fernandes. Come on. Hopskip and a jump and scores for Manchester United. It's Man City 1, Manchester United 1, and we're back in it. Come on, Bruno Fernandes. Huge goal in the final. Huge goal in the final. What? Why is he looking like that? What's happened? I think fans are throwing stuff. Disgrace. Kick him out. You know what? Actually, call the game off. Just call it off. Man City fans throwing stuff at Man United players. Call the game off. 3-0 win for United. That only seems fair to me. Here is the penalty. Just rolls it. Rolls it. To his left. To Bruno Fernandes' left. Ortega's right. Sends Ortega the wrong way. Ortega loses his clean sheet. And Manchester United are back in it. Bruno. He came from Sporting like Cristiano. He goes left, he goes right. He makes the defenders look shy. He's our Portuguese Magnifico. Come on! And there we go. Here's the 2-1. The 2-1 is on. Here is Jack Grealish. Go away. Go away. Don't ruin this. De Bruyne is in the box. Goes for the top corner. Over the bar. The United fans are giving him some. 34 minutes in. We're about 10 minutes away from half time. Manchester City won. Manchester United won here in this FA Cup final. Someone throws a battery. Absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Manchester City fans throwing batteries at people. Who the fuck brings batteries to a football game? What have they done? Like fucking got out their vibrators or something? Fucking wrong-uns. Wan-Bissaka clears it upfield. Sancho brings it down. Ericsson can only just get a flick onto it. And it's cleared upfield. Lindelof brings it down. Not the greatest of passes from Lindelof. Looking for Luke Shaw. And it's out for a throw into City. Poor from Victor Lindelof. Why is this bloke here? That bloke that seems to be at every big game is here. My guy's famous. Here is Ruben Diaz. Big deep breaths. Big deep breaths are needed. Ruben Diaz goes into Kyle Walker. De Bruyne, good 1-2 with De Bruyne and Stones. Here he is, Kevin De Bruyne moves it into a Kanji, just past the centre circle. Good strong challenge from Wan-Bissaka, but it's out for a throw into Manchester City. Come on then. Kanji just looking for a man to throw it to. John Stones has made a great one and has brought it down, but Jadon Sancho tracked it the whole way. And United have to clear their lines. Not the most composed bit of defending I've ever seen, but it did the job. And here is John Stones, finds Bernardo Silva. John Stones in a dangerous area, gets the cross in. Well blocked by Victor Lindelof, and it's out for a corner for Manchester City. I believe it's the first corner for Manchester City in the game. So De Bruyne will take this corner. He goes short into Bernardo Silva. Back to Bruno, who gets the cross in. Casemiro heads it away. It was a very dangerous ball into the box, into a great area. And that's where you want to see David De Gea, just making that ball his. Just taking away the pressure from the defence. That was the first corner of the game. Rodri to Walker. Kanji. Stones. Akanji. Puts the ball into the box. Well defended by Varane. Fred, though, he's made a mess of it and Luke Shaw gets it clear. Fred, man. Fred. Diaz into Walker. Bernardo Silva. Kyle Walker. Crossfield ball looking for Jack Grealish. And here he is, Jack Grealish, 1v1 with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Goes to Ilkay Gundogan. Jack Grealish is there and he finds him again. Jack Grealish finds John Stones inside the box. Pulls it back. Fred does well against De Bruyne. And United just about get it cleared. Man City won a penalty. I don't think that's a penalty. I think that's 50-50, body to body. Good defending. Fred, Lindelof. United looking to try play their way out from the back. I'm more than happy for you just to get it gone, lads. We do play it out. We do it quite well. Finds Ericsson. Eric. We did the hard part so well. And Ericsson, the man you expect to have elite ball control, to bring it down, messes it up. But Casemiro wins it. Here is Ericsson. Rashford. That's a foul. Crossfield ball. I'm not sure what's going on. The referee, what are you doing? You've just let two Man City play completely take out both Casemiro and Rashford. What are you doing? I don't think that's a penalty. Not a penalty for me. They keep showing me it as if it's meant to be. I don't think that's a penalty on a week of Sundays. It's not. Ericsson. Back to Varane. Varane. Goes back to Lindelof. To Shaw. Shaw goes to Bruno Fernandes. He's picked himself up in position here at left back. Shaw. Doing really well. Luke Shaw is so good, ladies and gentlemen. But Bruno Fernandes loses it. And here is Erling Haaland, who eventually gets it under control. Moves it in to Bernardo Silva. And now Man City will just reset Rodri. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below. And subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. And get that subscriber ticker moving. As we get a beep outside my window. Ericsson finds Rashford to Jadon Sancho. Finds Casemiro. Back to Jadon Sancho. First time ball into Marcus Rashford. And United here on the attack. Rashford on this right hand side. Looks to get the cross in. Well blocked. And it's out for a corner for United. Good play there from United. And it's an opportunity to get some of the big lads into the box. A good ball in is what we need from Christian Eriksen. Saying that, we don't have many big lads. We've got Lindelof, who's not great in the air. We've got Varane. We've got Casemiro. And that's about it, really. But Bruno Fernandes is in the box. Not ideal, is it? Ericsson puts the ball into the box. Varane! Oh, what a chance! It was a flick on at the front post and Varane got a foot to it inside the 6-yard box. Just outside the 6-yard box. And he just can't direct it goalwards. What a chance for Raphael Varane. What a moment that could have been. That could have been his Chris Smalling moment. That could have been his Chris Smalling moment. Ilkay Gundogan. De Bruyne moves out to Bernardo Silva. Good defending from Shaw up against Bernardo Silva, and the ball just runs through to David De Gea. Bernardo Silva, he goes down under no contact and just completely takes out Luke Shaw. There's not a foul there, and then Bernardo Silva that's a yellow card. Bernardo Silva takes Shaw out. Shaw's not fouled him. He's touched him, but he's nowhere near enough to take him down at all. And he's just like slide tackled Shaw. And look and see David Beckham's reaction to Bruno Fernandes' penalty. So it's a long ball looking for Rashford. Rashford has it here. We'll bring it forward for United. And it's out for a throw-in just on the corner flag, really. Good defending from Akanji. And can United find a lead just before half-time? It would be some half if we can. Wan-Bissaka. Sancho was offside. Manchester City 1, Manchester United 1. As we look to head into half-time, how much injury time will we get? So we'll definitely get a few. Obviously, we had the VAR check. We had to have De Gea go down injured. I believe that's it. I'm not sure 100%. We've obviously had 2 goals as well. I imagine 2-3 minutes at least. Ruben Diaz. Ortega. Look, again, he's a centre-back. Diaz. And that's 4 minutes of added time, of injury time here in this first half as Kyle Walker has it. Moves it back into Ruben Diaz. To Rodri. Akanji. Jack Grealish. Wan-Bissaka engages. Back to Gundogan. Gundogan, lovely ball out to Kyle Walker, who takes it down well. John Stones made a good run, but United dealt with it, and here is Rodri. Finds De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne looks to try and find the ball into the box. Well defended by Casemiro. And United will now look to play and look to break. Jadon Sancho fouled. Free kick to United. Good play there from Jadon Sancho. I think generally, look, it was always going to be a difficult game for him. He's doing all right. And Checo Perez is in the gravel here at the F1. Back on the track, but he could be out in Q2. It's a long ball. Marcus Rashford takes it down in the box. Find Jadon Sancho on the edge. Oh, just loses it to Rodri. I don't know what he's trying there. You've got to move the ball. Luke Shaw does well. Wins a throw-in. About in line with the edge of the penalty box. Fred has it. Kyle Walker looking to defend. Marcus Rashford has it in the box. Can't wriggle away from the 2 Man City players. And didn't win a penalty either. It's cleared away. And it will be a throw-in to United. Good bit of sustained pressure away from United. Varane goes back to Lindelof. Inside United's own half here. We go back to De Gea. Luke Shaw's just saying, calm down. We're going to go long. We've gone long. Ruben Diaz wins the header. Akanji goes down the line. Rashford fouls Jack Grealish. It's a free kick to Manchester City. But 3 minutes of the 4 have been played. Manchester City 1. Manchester United 1. Diaz finds Rodri. John Stones brings it forward here for United. For City, sorry. Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne. Cross to Rodri. De Bruyne. Kyle Walker. Wan-Bissaka. Just straight through Jack Grealish. And he goes into the book. Yellow card. That's actually a great slide challenge. He's got the ball? Actually, I don't think he does get the ball. Checo and Russell are out of qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy. A Mercedes and Red Bull are out in qualifying. Perez has absolutely bottled this. So De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva standing over this free kick. This will probably be the last action of the half. Can United deal with it? Ball comes in from De Bruyne. Can we deal with it? De Gea claims it well. George Russell's damaged Lewis Hamilton's car. So that is half time. So George Russell has damaged Lewis Hamilton's car in qualifying, the F1, while Manchester United are at half time with Manchester City in the FA Cup final at 1-0. Tell you what, I did not expect this. And I will take that every single day of the week. Right. I'm quickly going to go fill my bottle up and I'll be back for the second half in just a mo. Don't go anywhere. Get involved in the live chat. Let me know what you make of the first half. Would you make any changes if you're Erik ten Hag? Do whatever you want in the chat. And I'll be back. We'll get a conversation going. I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. So, what do we make of that first half then, ladies and gentlemen? It was some first half. 2 goals. One absolute unbelievable goal by Ilkay Gundogan. But at half time, we're back at 1-0. Bruno Fernandes penalty. And generally, as it goes, I'm fairly happy. Now, don't get me wrong. Man City have been the better side. And that's whatever. Like we knew that was going to be the case. We were never going to stop Man City from dominating the game. But how many unbelievable chances have they had? What I would say. How many chances have they had which you would say, right, they have to score that? Not really any. Which, to me, says a lot. And the expected goals, well, they paint a pretty picture for a Manchester United fan. 1.05 to 0.61. Total shots 5 to 6. Big chances 1 and 1. They missed theirs, we didn't. Obviously, our penalty is a big part of our XG. That goes without saying. But you can only beat what's in front of you. These are, I don't know why I've got this. These are the stats. So these are the FotMob's player ratings at half time. I mean, who are they giving man of the match to? Is that KD, Bruno Fernandes man of the match so far? I'll take that. Look, and it comes as no surprise to me that these two, Manchester United, are our best players. I think they have been absolutely fantastic. I don't know what I make of this front four. I have to be honest. So often we are seeing it's so out of shape, and at times I think that is to our detriment. So many times where you'd think, oh, maybe we can kind of switch the flank or whatever. There's just nobody out here. There's one point Casemiro, who's our right-sided double pivot, was our left winger, which isn't great. Not what you want. But generally, I feel like we're dealing with Haaland fairly well. They're not really creating anything dangerous as the XG would suggest. So generally, I'm content. If you look at their goal, an XG of 0.03. That's Haaland's big chance. Can't even remember that. That chance would be the ball over the top, where he only just got a touch onto it. So it's not even really, while it's a high chance, you wouldn't actually expect him really to score. I'm happy. And look, so these are the stats: 62% possession. Man City, as we knew, largely dominating. Are dominating. Passes, nearly 100 more passes. But do we really care too much? What I care about is this score right here. And that says we're in this game. And who scored most recently? Us. And like I say, look, we always came into this game knowing this is how Man City would play. This is the level of the mission against us. The players are coming out for the second half. So this is the incident. You can see there, Lindelof getting smacked in the eye by a battery. Disgrace. Apparently Zlatan is leaving. Zlatan and Paul Pogba are both at Old Trafford today, and apparently the news is that Zlatan will leave AC Milan. Does that potentially call the end of his career? It'd be sad, but is it about time? So we're about to get underway for the second half. Obviously, we've got some firepower on the bench. I'm looking at Alejandro Garnacho, potentially. Lindelof goes long from the goal kick. From the from kickoff. F1 qualifying's nearly over. Again, if you guys are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And please do as well share the stream as Jadon Sancho brings the ball down from De Gea, long kick, but we lose it. And now we're wrestling for it back, and Wan-Bissaka does pick it up and finds Casemiro, moves it to Fred. First time into Jadon Sancho, Eriksen, lovely ball into Bruno Fernandes. Wan-Bissaka's now made the move on this right hand side. Bruno goes to Sancho, turns with it well. Jadon Sancho into the box. Can he get a shot away? No, just does too much. Never really falls for him properly to get the shot away. And he has no real support there to try and make a pass. And eventually Rodri came across and dealt with it. Casemiro. Poor from Casemiro. Just giving the ball to De Bruyne, who goes over the top looking for Erling Haaland. And that should be a booking for Haaland. Just throws Varane. We're into Q3, the final minute of Q3 in the F1 qualifying for those interested. David De Gea goes long. Diaz wins it. Sancho, no, not Sancho. Wan-Bissaka can't find it. Wan-Bissaka. The Varane. Wan-Bissaka. Not Wan-Bissaka. Lance Stroll has finished above Alonso in qualifying. Crazy. Lando Norris is into fourth. Come on, Lewis. Kyle Walker. Hamilton's bottled it. 5th. Bernardo Silva. Goes back to Akanji. It's a really poor ball. And he does just about keep it in. And that's qualifying over. Verstappen pole, as you expect. Lovely turn from John Stones. And here we go. Bruno, that's a really poor ball into Ericsson. Man City have it back now. And I don't want to see Man City with this ball. Stones goes to Diaz. Sorry, it was the other way around actually. Diaz went into Stones. And Akanji has it now. Bringing it out from the back. Good play here from City. And here's Rodri. Moves out wide to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva brings it forward. Finds Kevin De Bruyne in the box. Puts it across. Just behind Haaland. And just too far in front of Gundogan. He's threaded the eye of the needle there, De Bruyne. To miss both Man City teammates. What a chance that was for Erling Haaland. What a chance that was for Ilkay Gundogan. What a chance that would have been for Manchester City. But it comes to nought. Ruben Diaz to John Stones. Bernardo Silva. Kyle Walker. The Stones. I'll tell you what, the longer this game goes on, the more confident I'm getting that we could actually get something in it. Diaz goes across to Bernardo Silva. Silva looks for De Bruyne. Fred's there. Just deal with it, Fred. Deal with him, Fred. Don't kick him! Don't kick him! Oh, you idiot. Free kick to Manchester City. Fred's just kicked De Bruyne. That's silly. That is silly from Fred. And it's a good opportunity now for Manchester City to get some bodies into the box. Get Ruben Diaz, get John Stones, Akanji into the box. Erling Haaland, obviously, as well. Rodri. And create something a little bit naughty. A little bit naughty. I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable with this. Come on. We've got to deal with it. See, this is where you want a commanding goalkeeper that will just come out and get something on it and claim it. Or get it gone. But it's De Bruyne. He chips it to the edge. To Gundogan on the volley! It's 2-1. It's 2-1. Why? Literally about a minute ago I was saying, oh, I'm getting more as this game goes on, it's more and more. Ilkay Gundogan scored from the edge of the box again. Are you taking the piss? Fred, what? Why have you given away a foul there? And my God. It's a shit. He doesn't even connect the volley with the volley very well. We'll see it again. To the edge. Gundogan first time. Oh, De Gea gets a touch to it. Oh, he has to save it. I think he sees it. He sees it late. It bobbles over Varane's leg. But I don't know. For me, De Gea gets if he gets a touch to it, he should save it. Ilkay Gundogan scores. Harry has to save it. Get him gone. You've got to sell him. He's got to leave. He has to save it. Here is Jadon Sancho to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka has it in the box, but Jack Grealish and Akanji between them win it back. It's a final, and he should say he has to save it. He gets a hand to it. He might see it late. I don't care. It's a crap volley. He has to save it for me. I'll let him off the first goal. That he has to save it. He has to save it. There's no ifs or buts about it. He gets a hand to it and just pushes it into his side netting. Bruno. Somehow the ball ends up with Wan-Bissaka. Gets the cross in. Defended easily by Diaz, and Akanji now will clear. Varane does well. Finds Fred. He goes back to Lindelof, or who actually leaves it for De Gea. Lindelof. Why didn't just go to Shaw there? I don't know. Luke Shaw. He wants some options. He's not really getting them. So he'll go down the line. Jadon Sancho will chase Diaz. Kyle Walker just has it now. And look, eventually at some point, Eriksen will come off and we'll bring on Garnacho. And that has to happen soon. Garnacho is warming up, but we need that speed. Maybe you take Fred off, but you've got to get Sancho onto the right and get Alejandro Garnacho on this left-hand side. Is he going to free kick for that? No way is the referee giving a foul when Fred clearly wins the ball. Maybe he didn't win the ball. It's going to be a long afternoon now. It was going so well. It was going so well. We got back level. We were losing. We got back level with a penalty. First half started. I was like, we can win this. And then what happens? We go concede a shit goal. It's crap. It's so bad. What is David De Gea doing for it? Roy Keane. I cannot wait to hear what he has to say. De Bruyne puts it into the box. Stones heads it back across. Sancho has it. United will look to try and play their way out, but we can't. De Bruyne puts the cross in the box. Deflected away for a corner by Lindelof. Corner for Manchester City. I can't. I'm just lost for words. I really, really am. I just don't know what to say. De Bruyne takes the corner, headed clear by Christian Eriksen. Kyle Walker picks it up. The thing is as well, what annoys me so much about that second goal, it comes from nothing. If it was a good volley, if Gundogan hits it well, I wouldn't care. But it's the limpest shot you're ever going to see. It's such a poor volley. How it gets past and gets through David De Gea is a disgrace. Maybe Jack Butland should have come on earlier. Wan-Bissaka. Rashford. Casemiro on this right-hand side. Goes to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes into Luke Shaw. Sancho in the box. What is he doing? Just loses it far too easily. And Kyle Walker now will bring it forward. Advantage played. A poor slide challenge attempt there by Casemiro. And Gundogan has it. Moves it to Jack Grealish. Kanji, Rodri. Out wide to Bernardo Silva. Kyle Walker's there. Backwards if Man City want to use him. He does. It's like they're not even out of second gear, really. I don't think City are even at their best. Walker delivers into the box. Well defended by Lindelof. And Casemiro will now bring it forward for United. Just no communication there. And Haaland wins it back from Casemiro. He just has no idea Bruno's... what's his name's coming. And they're played through us here, Man City. And Gundogan, poor cross into the box. United get away with one here. We'll see the volley here again. He like shins it more than anything. He has to save it. He has to save it, De Gea. I'm so fed up of him. How he doesn't save that, I don't know. Fred with a good tackle. To Bruno Fernandes. That's a great pass if it was to Erik ten Hag. But not to Jadon Sancho. This is rough. And I don't know what do you change? You bring on Garnacho, Eriksen or Fred, but then what? And that's the issue United have. We just don't have options off the bench. We've got Anthony and Martial both out injured. Garnacho is now coming on. But you don't bring Palestrian in this sort of game. I mean, Alanga's played in similar levels of games. I mean, he's played quarterfinals of in the Champions League. He's played, obviously, he played earlier in the season against Liverpool. We played that first half at least. But those, they're not at the required level, are they? Good tackle from Bruno. Doesn't actually find anyone though. And Man City just keep it. It's so frustrating. We've got half an hour left. And Man City don't look like they're going to concede. We need something to go in our favour. Gundogan, lovely ball into John Stones. How Man City are letting Gundogan leave on a free is mind-boggling. He is so good. And here he is now. Finds De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Still Kevin De Bruyne. Good save by De Gea. I thought I had visions of that going through his legs. Here is Bernardo Silva to John Stones. First time crossing to the back post. De Bruyne picks it up. It was a foul by Jack Grealish on Varane. Good call by the referee. Full TNE. My oh my. Is this where we're going to see the introduction of Alejandro Garnacho? It is. And it is Eriksen off. So, on the left, Garnacho. On the right, Jadon Sancho. At number 10, Bruno Fernandes. Unless for whatever reason we put Sancho at number 10. Which would just be bizarre. This is how we look now. I mean, I told you this would happen at the very start of the game. And now, this is where you need to get Garnacho running. Need to get him running. It is Bruno at number 10, as you'd hope and you would expect. You've got to get Garnacho running now. You've got to. He's got the legs. If someone's going to be able to run Kyle Walker, it's him. It's just whether now Man City convert into just a regular 4-3-3. and don't give Manchester United the opportunity to try and abuse the width that is left by Man City playing with this back three. John Stones is coming into midfield. They're absolutely not scared. Kanji finds Rodri. Stones. He's in so much space. John Stones fires it way over. Something's got to give here. Because they're just getting it all their own way at the moment, Manchester City. Long ball. Garnacho versus Walker. Walker wins it. Luke Shaw goes back into David De Gea. United looking to try and play. De Bruyne goes long. Looking for Bruno. John Stones easily wins it against Bruno. And De Bruyne can just take it down with no one around him. Where's Casemiro? There he is. Rodri goes back into Kyle Walker. Walker to De Bruyne. First time ball into Rodri. And he brings it forward. Jack Grealish. De Bruyne. De Bruyne looks to flip that Fred and Fred wins it. Long ball, looking for Rashford. Go on, Marcus. What are we planning to? Is there like a streaker or something? Oh no, we've pulled the free kick back. I don't know why we've done that. Varane just goes into Lindelof. For sure. Fred. Go on, Fred. Battle. Battle. Can't. I'm hearing Mark Goldbridge is trying to defend David De Gea. That final goal. No. What nonsense is that? Absolute chatting out of his arse. Are we just going to let Rodri run through the whole pitch? Marcus Rashford, fair. Well done. Finds Garnacho. Brilliant from Marcus Rashford, that. And Garnacho loses it to John Stones. And it's advantage for Manchester City. And here comes Ilkay Gundogan. Again, just walking it forward for Manchester City here. He comes back, goes forward again. Just no challenge on him whatsoever. John Stones. Rodri across to Walker. I'm just fed up now. Because Man City have killed it. Have killed this game completely. And it will take something special from United now to win it. Not only do we have to get level again, we have to then either take it to extra time and maybe penalties, which I don't have faith in United winning. Or we have to score 2. And how often do Manchester City concede 2 in a game, let alone 3? Fred. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Made a good run. Wan-Bissaka, find him! That's so poor from Wan-Bissaka there. Bruno's made a great run and Wan-Bissaka just ignores him. Victor Lindelof comes surging out the defence. Really good play here from Victor Lindelof. Gives it to Bruno. Finds Marcus Rashford. Rashford! Oh, it moved. It might have taken a deflection, but it's out for a goal kick. And we need a moment like that. We need something out of nothing. It moved a lot, didn't it? He cuts across it really well. It's just over the bar. It had Ortega scrambling. We lost the 2018 FA Cup final to Chelsea. Eden Hazard scoring a penalty after Phil Jones fouled him. And as it stands, we're about to lose the 2023 one to Manchester City. With about 22 minutes to go. 21 minutes to go. Plus whatever injury time we'll get. We are currently 2-1 down. Man City yet to make a substitute. Can we pull something out of nothing? We're gonna need a miracle. John Stones moves out wide, looking for Bernardo Silva. Overhit, and United have the ball again. We can only create this miracle if we've got the ball. Showing the goal again. What? Gotta save it. That is going to cost us. I'm sorry. He's got to save it. In big games, you've got to make that save. And look, people will try and defend him because he sees it late or whatever. He gets a hand to it. It's Poppadom wrists. He gets a hand. He gets a big hand to it, but he just pushes it into his own net. His wrists are about to... I don't even know. A chocolate spoon. I don't know what to compare it to. It's so weak. Just pushes it into his own side netting. And Jack Grealish has it here. Gundogan pulls it across. Defended well by Lindelof. Haaland! Big save by De Gea. Gundogan scores 3-1, but it is offside. Miles off. It was a good save by De Gea to deny Haaland, and obviously, like I say, Gundogan was offside, so it doesn't matter, but David De Gea goes long. Kyle Walker can't take it down. Marcus Rashford will give him the run. Walker clears it down the line. Lindelof finds Shaw. Does really well there, Luke Shaw. And Garnacho finds Bruno Fernandes. Back to Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho! Oh, just wide. Oh, so close from the Argentinian. That's what we need. And that is what I keep... So many times in that first half, I thought Jadon Sancho would pull something like that out of his arse. And he didn't. Garnacho, first chance he has to try, he bends it just... That is so close. That is some effort from Garnacho, that. So unlucky. Fred. That's Jadon Sancho. Turns well. Gives it into Bruno Fernandes. We've got no one in the box that you fear will fear that will win a header. Bruno Fernandes. Shoots. Blocked by Gundogan. Corner for United. Come on. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And please do, of course, get involved in the live chat as Bruno Fernandes whips this corner in to the back stick. Luke Shaw picks it up, edge of the box. Fred puts it back in. Casemiro's going for it and De Bruyne can eventually clear it out. Wan-Bissaka will just pick it up on the halfway line. Here is Jadon Sancho. He just goes back to David De Gea. Please don't kick it long. He's kicked it long. Looking for the Marcus Rashford. He's found him, to be fair. And now, who's going to help him? Who's going to give him support? Rashford finds Casemiro. Gundogan puts pressure on Casemiro, but Casemiro still has it. Finds Fred. Fred finds Marcus Rashford. Rashford, lovely ball into Jadon Sancho, who's in the box now. Fred looks to find Bruno Fernandes. Well defended. Casemiro takes it down. Hits it on the volley. Well blocked by Jack Grealish. Varane will pick it up on the halfway line, though. We've got 15 minutes to go. And we need a goal. Luke Shaw into Lindelof. Moves it first time into Alejandro Garnacho. And this is who you want to see on the ball for Manchester United. Moves it to Casemiro. Back to Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho's in the box. Shoots. Well blocked. And look, every time he gets the ball, Man City are scared. Bruno Fernandes looks for the ball into the box. Looking for Garnacho. Well defended. But Jadon Sancho has it on the left-hand side. He's given a yellow. Oh, fuck off, ref. How is that a handball? Oh, you're taking the piss. There's not a handball. It's not a fucking handball. What is the ref looking at, man? He takes it on his chest and the ref got on ball. Blind ball twat. So Foden's coming on and I assume it's for Grealish. De Bruyne. De Bruyne off, Foden on. That's something I didn't expect to see. No! Vegas is coming on. No! No, no, no! Vegas is coming on. Vegas is coming on. We're in an FA Cup final and we're bringing Wout Weghorst on. Man, give me strength. We're bringing Wout Weghorst on. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. We are 15 or so minutes away from losing this FA Cup final. And we've gone, you know what? Let's get Wout Weghorst on. I assume that'll be for Sancho. And you put Rashford and Garnacho on the wing, on the flanks. Unless you move Bruno out to the right and you put Weghorst at 10. Either way, I don't want to Sancho off. Weghorst on for Sancho. Right, we'll see. We won't make any changes. We'll see how it looks. So Weghorst is on. He's there. By the looks of it, Bruno's back on the right. I think we've gone 4-4-2, you know. I think we've gone. But now, I'll put Bruno. Definitely 4-4-2 in it. Ten minutes to go. Or just over. Manchester City 2, Manchester United 1. And we've got the Lord and Saviour Wout Weghorst on to change this game for United. Foden to Gundogan. Ilkay Gundogan. Rodri. Finds Foden, who takes it down marvellously well. Looks to get the cross in, blocked by Wan-Bissaka. Here is Foden still. Gets the cross in. Well defended by Shaw. Shot! Just wide by John Stones, I think it was. Akanji at the back post was sliding for it. Couldn't quite make it. Time's ticking away and I'm losing more and more hope by the second. Sorry, it's Bernardo Silva, not Stones. Ten minutes to go. City 2, United 1. It's a sad day. This is just sad. It's a long ball. Haaland wins it. It's annoying because we've actually kept Man City pretty quiet. But it's two volleys from the edge of the box by Gundogan that's going to win it for him. Because De Gea has wrists as strong as bloody butter. And Ortega's been booked for time wasting. I mean, at least for the commentators, it's easy for the man of the match. It's Ilkay Gundogan, isn't it? He's so good, that bloke. It's not fair. Bernardo Silva finds Foden. Foden looks for Gundogan down the line. Overplayed and it's a goal kick for United. Pep Guardiola's praying on the floor. I don't know what he's praying for. Lindelof finds Casemiro. Finds Weghorst. He's offside! How are you offside, Weghorst? We've got the ball with our centre-back. You're not making runs in behind. But Tomley's on for Lindelof. What? What? I can only assume. We're either going for a back three or Fred's going left back. I think it's a back three. Well, Fred's not gone centre back, has he? Haaland's run through the middle of us. It's taken a deflection off of Haaland and gone wide. Fucking Ian Beale's in the crowd. Has Casemiro gone centre? Who is playing centre back for McTominay instead of Lindelof? It's not McTominay's not playing there. He's up top as well. What is going on? Fred. We've just got the one centre back, haven't we? We've actually gone one. We've gone one centre back. We've gone one centre back. We've gone rogue. Right. Why is some dickhead playing music? That's what we're doing now. It's some lineup, innit? McTominay wins it. Finds Rashford. Weghorst. Finds McTominay. Back to Rashford. Bruno's made a run. Good defending. McTominay finds Rashford. Garnacho. Weghorst is in the box. Get the ball in the box, man. Rashford's gone down. Is it a penalty? No. Rashford, get up, lad. Garnacho. Beats his man. Go on, Garnacho. Corner. Ref! Man! Goal kick. Five minutes to go. Ortega goes long. Not long left now for City to hold on. Garnacho turns. Wins a free kick. Wow. Tell you what, Garnacho's been brilliant since he's come on. An absolute star. Paul Tierney is awful. He's been rubbish today. Luke Shaw goes back to De Gea. I imagine he'll go long. Go on, someone win it. Weghorst takes it down well. Rashford back to Weghorst. McTominay strikes. Blocked. Bruno Fernandes takes it down. On this right hand side. He wants options. Gets one in Fred. Rashford, edge of the box. Into Shaw. Shaw, crossfield ball to Bruno Fernandes. He takes it down well. Looking for a bit of space to get the cross, and he does. Oh, it's just over the head of. I think that's Casemiro at the back stick. Stop showing me the goals. David, every time I see the second City goal again, it gets worse. Hold on. Oh, I meant that coming, not you. Close the door. Oh. Garnacho. Back to Shaw. Angie wins it. Jack Grealish has it. He goes back into Akanji. Goes down the line. Gundogan has it. Jack Grealish. Down the line. Into the box for Ilkay Gundogan. City can seal it here. They don't. Good defending from Luke Shaw. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, Charlie. Well, looks for that Jack Grealish's day done, and Nathan Ake's on. So they're going defensive. Is it a back? Is it just 4-3-3? So I don't even know. I don't even know what this is. Is it a 5-back? I don't know, but Bruno Fernandes has it here. Handball surely. But we've got the attack still. No, we'll put it back for the handball. I have no idea. I have no idea what Man City are doing now. I think it is just get a body in there. Gundogan's man of the match. As I said, he would get man of the match. Just a long ball into the box. Headed clear. McTominay on the edge. That is awful. That is an awful header back into the box. Fred finds Garnacho. Garnacho gets the cross in. Akanji gets something on it to clear it away. Garnacho does well. Finds Fred, who delivers into the box. Headed clear. There's 4 minutes of added time. Rodri smashes it long. Foden takes it down. Bruno Fernandes wins it though. Luke Shaw down the line looking for Alejandro Garnacho, but Foden commits the foul and wins a free kick. And it's a free kick to United, but it's on the halfway line, so it doesn't really matter for City. That 4 minutes is slowly becoming free. And here he is, Garnacho, the man that looks like if someone's going to make it happen, it will be him. Ball into the box. McTominay! Off the bar! Oh, onto the roof of the net. It's a corner. Oh, that was McTominay's chance, man. It fell to McTominay in the box. How has he not scored? What a ball in from Luke Shaw. McTominay is... Oh, it's an awful touch, man. An awful touch by McTominay. That was the equaliser. That was the chance. It's fallen to McTominay. He's fluffed it. It's fallen to McTominay. No one in front of him. Just get your touch right. And he fluffs it. Now Bruno Fernandes will take the corner. Top telling us to wait. Let us get the cross in. Got to be a good ball, Bruno. McTominay. Varane. Somebody get your head onto it. Poor ball. Shaw picks it up. Looking for some space to try and get the cross in. Garnacho. Back to Shaw. Goes down the line to Garnacho. That's a crap cross from Garnacho. Casemiro will chase to try and keep on, but he can't. Throw into City. A minute and a half to go. That touch is horrific. Tommy nearly goes from on the line as well. Oh, Walker's down with cramp. Classic. Wasting time. David De Gea has cost us, hasn't he? Can't believe that miss in the end by Lindelof. Not Lindelof, McTominay. It's fallen to him perfectly. He can't sort his touch out. I think City have just made a sub again, but I'm not sure who. Ball goes down the line. Varane wins it. Foden has it. Flicks it over Wan-Bissaka and Fred. Goes down the line looking for Erling Haaland. And he takes it to the corner. Either wins a goal kick or a corner or a throw in for City. And they hold it in the corner, City. Varane goes down the line. Is that going to be it? That's it. Full time. City have won. What a shit show of a game. And the two key, the talking points will be the goalkeepers. David De Gea, what? That is awful from him. XG, Man City 1.22 to United's 1.89. An embarrassment. How, for one, De Gea doesn't save that goal. Their second goal is embarrassing. Embarrassing. And second, how is a professional footballer's touch that bad in the penalty box? It falls to him. McTominay to equalise the game in the 90th. Can't touch, can't bring the ball down. Crap. Honestly, man. And fair play to City. They are FA Cup winners. That one hurts. It's the fashion as well. The fashion in which they've won that, what makes it hurt so much. And the treble is now theirs to lose, isn't it? What stops Man City going on to win everything there is to win now? Not. This isn't the one I wanted. The image I wanted to be putting up. We have a lovely Man United one, which I'll put it up anyway. We feel nice. That's the one. That's the one that should have been going up there. Should have been going up. But no, instead. Instead we've got that. Well, it could have been. But yeah, no. Congratulations to Manchester City. That's our season over. A season which, I mean, I would say it has ended in disaster. Carabao Cup, 3rd place. These are things to build on. But to lose the FA Cup in a way like as we have, when we've got the opportunity there to win it, it's mistakes. Mistakes. McTominay can sort his touch out. We score. De Gea had wrists that didn't collapse and melt with the slightest bit of pressure. We win the game. We could win it. I'm not doing the match reaction. Man of the match. I'm going to give it Garnacho, you know. He came on, he was electric, and if it looked like Manchester United were going to score, it was going to come through that kid. He is electric. He has to be getting more minutes next season. I don't know what's going on with our striker position, and as such our left wing position, but Alejandro Garnacho, he is special. He is special. And I hope we get to see more and more of the lad, because he can be whatever he wants to be. He really, really can. But yeah, that is going to be it from me today. If you have enjoyed, please hit that like button below. Subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. Manchester City, congratulations. You are FA Cup winners. Thank you all for watching, and